To achieve these objectives, we are strengthening the role of the Public Service Commission in the appointment of key people who direct the affairs of our state, such as Directors General, Deputy Directors General, Chief Executive Officers of SOEs and board members and other senior positions.
This was the commitment by the President during the 2025 SONA in February. It followed years of some senior management posts being without permanent incumbents. In fact, former Public Service and Administration Minister Senzo Mchunu highlighted the challenge in 2021, stating that there were 8 vacancies of DGs. The situation has not improved since then. The Public Service Commission says a succession plan must be in place to fill these positions.
6 months before the end of the contract, if it is not going to be renewed, it's going to be put in the market. That is indicated. And if it is going to be renewed, that should also be indicated. And that is where succession planning comes in. Even your deputy director generals to say who is trained such that should there be anything that happens, you have somebody ready to take over.
Fikeni says the focus should also be quality candidates.
Professionalization of public service now is proposing that Public Service Commission should come up with a panel of experts which are relevant to that particular department, so that that panel sits alongside the ministers, and that panel is informed by that particular sector, and it then counterbalances or helps as a resource to the ministers, because previously it was possible that you could have ministers who may not have the requisite skill of a particular department at a technical level.
But the Department of Public Service and Administration says the delays are due to a multi-layered process to screen candidates.
So I want to reassure you that the delays are not indicators of neglect, but of due diligence that we must honor. Now, you did mention the Honorable President. So let's say the Honorable President's 2025 State of Nation address most certainly reaffirmed the goal of building, a capable, ethical, and developmental state. And by doing so, filling strategic vacancies such as those of Directors General is part of that broader agenda, and it is being actioned very systematically.
The departments that are without permanent DGs include the State Security Agency, Defense and Military Veterans, Employment and Labor, and Public Service and Administration, amongst others. Labour Federation COSATU says the trend is concerning.
The high levels of vacancies of senior management across the state, the number of acting directors general for a long period of time, is a matter of concern. It undermines the ability of the State Department to provide quality public services. It undermines staff morale. It makes it difficult to provide coherent leadership. So there is a need to fill these positions on a permanent basis.
The Public Service Accountability Monitor says this problem must be addressed urgently.
While the vacancies are an important issue, are fundamental to question and to interrogate, we argue at the Public Service Accountability Monitor that an even greater question to raise is around the systemic issues that relate to the appointment, the credible appointment processes of the various important posts. But ultimately, of course, it is important to ensure that these critical posts are filled, particularly those that have a core accounting role, have a fundamental strategic leadership role.
The presidency declined to comment, only saying the process is underway to fill senior management vacancies, as some were delayed by the elections. Ulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.